So you started the Marvel Studios Iron Man film with a scrap metal Iron Man suit over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
How do you find yourself today in that 10-year history?
It's been a decade of signs and wonders. The process is always the process. You're given a set of circumstances and a script and coworkers, and you go try to put your secret sauce on that and make it fun and entertaining. And I think what's extraordinary is how that baton has been passed in such a magnanimous way from all these franchises. Now bring them all together in a way that's just so epic, you know. So
History making.
yeah. So part of it is just like that Joseph Campbell great mystery. Like I mean, what could all this possibly mean? What it really is it's another fun movie, and it's coming out in a couple days, and you're gonna love it.
And so from the first film, did they have the idea that this was going to get that this is where we'd end up?
Well, there's scenarios, right?
Yep.
I think it's like anything, and I've always ascribed to the belief that you can't know everything. It just doesn't work that way. You have to get to a certain place in a process or a certain point in the road, and then you go, all right, now I see how these roads converge and how this could. And ultimately, I think what Marvel has done is they have taken the high road and they've really listened to the audience and the fans, and there's been a lot of kind of creative synergy and a lot of, I mean, considering these films are basically, they're just kind of like light to medium, but not really, it's not heavy, entertainment. But I mean, the painstaking years and thousands of hours of us just all pulling out our hair trying to keep it viable and interesting and entertaining is I'm glad it's worked out this way because we have been really working our asses off for a while.
And all those roads started with you, and some people refer to you as the Godfather. How do you see yourself?
Whatever, you know. It's like the invention of a game or of a device or something. It's like these things come from somewhere else, and then they're kind of bestowed on humanity, usually through unconscious means. It's a very conscious act to go and make a motion picture, let alone think about launching and sustaining a cinematic universe. I mean, nobody even heard of that 5-6 years ago. So I think it's interesting to be at the beginning of something, and every one of us at some point has been at the beginning of something that was special, and so that's it for me. If you want to call me Corleone and Kiss a Ring and all that, I mean, if that's your trip, but I feel grateful.
So, what's been your favorite part about playing Tony Stark?
Probably all the different iterations, It's given me a chance to literally just grow from a guy in his 40s to a guy in his 50s. And in some ways, it's eased that transition because these myths and these stories are really, just blown up, exploded view ways of trying to understand those conflicts that are inside us. So, and the challenges, and so making it all larger than life is kind of a fun way. It's why I love movies. I mean, more than anything, I'm just a fan of movies. And so to be able to be I'm not only the hair club president, but I'm also a member. You know what I mean? It's like that.
And is Thanos the greatest threat Iron Man has had to face?
Yes. Yeah, and by the way, it goes without saying that that's really saying something because there's been a host of other villains, adversaries, antagonists, all that. But I think, and we were just talking about this, Hemsworth and Johansson and Ruffalo and I were just talking about that we use Thanos as kind of almost like it's a one-word name for all of us raising the stakes to something that we feel is the sum of all fears.